Okay, good evening. We are meeting tonight to consider two candidates, one for sergeant and one for lieutenant. We will start with the lieutenant's position. Chief, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. So after separate competitive examination processes, I bring before the Police Commission this evening two recommendations for promotion. The first recommendation is for the promotion from sergeant to lieutenant. Sergeant Matt Christian joined the department over 17 years ago in 2004. He spent his first 10 years assigned to the patrol division, where he took on many ancillary tasks that included procurement and training. As a field training officer, he trained new officers for 7 years while assigned to the patrol division. He excelled in his performance, and as an instructor, he was assigned to the detective division, where he investigated some very complex investigations, a variety of major crimes, and performed work that required extensive collaboration with other agencies, individuals, and businesses. He was promoted to sergeant in 2015 and assigned to the training administration position. He continued to excel while expanding his responsibilities and duties that affect the entire department, such as training, professional standards, and other administrative functions. Sergeant Christian has proven himself to be quite an asset to this community and this department. He has demonstrated superior supervision, dedication, and great leadership. He has consistently demonstrated superior skills, knowledge, and abilities that will allow him to succeed as a member of the command staff and continue with such a high level of quality or quality of supervision, management, and leadership within this department. So I present to you Sergeant Matt Christian, who I recommend for promotion to lieutenant effective July 1, 2021.
Thank you. I will open it up to the commissioners for any questions.
This is Terry. I don't have any questions. I've known Matt since he joined the force, and I interacted with him on the ambulance on many, many calls. I know him to be a person of very high ethics. I don't think there's a better person that the chief could have recommended for this job, and I wholeheartedly support the nomination of Matt to be a lieutenant.
Thank you, sir.
Tanisha, do you have any questions?
Thanks for those comments. Yeah, Matt, you've got an impressive track record. Hey, what's the decision now for you to make the move here up to lieutenant? Just talk to us about your considerations and what you're thinking.
Obviously, it's the next logical step in my career, and having a goal, you always want to achieve that. So after achieving this goal, hopefully tonight, I'll be able to set my sights on something else. Difficult in a small department to move up past that position, but hopefully in some time can take on some more tasks and do some additional work, and hopefully continue to provide the quality level of service and customer service to our residents that our department's known for. Just happy and hopeful to continue what we're doing in a positive light.
Hey, great. The transition from your private first class to, or patrolman first class to sergeant. Talk to me about that transition, just the change from kind of a guy in the field to more of a management position, and now your thoughts here on maybe some of the challenges that you anticipate and how you're going to respond as a lieutenant.
Well, having the intermediary step as a detective kind of gave me a little bit more of the ability to work by myself and show that I did have those traits to supervise myself and be a good sergeant. Moving right into the administrative and the training function gave me a lot of the ancillary duties and ancillary skills, learning how to write policy and procedures for review by the chief, and continuing to show that we're meeting all the CALIA requirements for training and policies and proofs of that nature. And I think that's just going to carry over almost seamlessly into lieutenant's position.
Hey, great stuff. And we look forward to great things out of you in the future. Thanks for all your years.
Thank you.
Tanisha, over to you.
Yes. What do you see as your biggest challenge if you were to get hired to this new role?
I see the biggest challenge is I take a lot of pride in my work and I jump right into things, try to get them done as soon as I can, accurately and with a high level of expertise that I can provide. But sometimes I need to take a step back and get to know my my officers a little bit more, have those personal conversations with them that you can really gain and use as a motivational tool to help motivate them and have the agency succeed as a whole. So taking time from all the actual activities and tasks and spending that time and making that time to talk and have those personal relationships with all the other officers, I think is something that is challenging, but something that's definitely achievable.
And final question, what do you think would be your first 3 top tasks if you were promoted?
Top tasks as far as things that I would like to do or things that
things that you would like to do.
Okay.
Yeah, not making coffee for the chief. That wasn't what she was implying.
If that's on the list, I'd be more than happy to. But I think that those would depend on what position and what role the lieutenant spot would be. If it was a administrative lieutenant's position, then following up with and making sure that our policies are in order and our investigative group or division is in order as well. If it was in a patrol or operational commander position, then following up with patrol and making sure that patrol is on board and we're providing that service for our residents of great customer service every day in every interaction that we have with them. So I couldn't pick out 3, but I think that overall those things, depending upon which position it'll be, I think that those would be my highlights.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. You answered a lot of my questions concerning the transition and how you'd make it your own depending on which way the position goes. Do you have anything else you'd like to add that you haven't been asked that you think we should know?
I'm very excited. I think I'm truly vested in having this agency succeed. I grew up in town. I currently live in town still, and I want to see our department exceed and excel and be a model for our state and our region.
Thank you. Does anyone else have any more questions for Matt? In that case, it was a bit unusual. We all spoke to Laurel individually in advance on the off chance that we wouldn't be able to speak with her today. But I would like to open it up if anyone has any additional questions for her.
I could provide a little bit of.
Oh yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I skipped over the good part where you hear all the great stuff.
It's up to you.
No, bring it.
Okay. All right. So welcome, Laurel. I'm glad you were able to join us.
Issues getting on there, but
That's okay. So my second recommendation or promotion is from officer to sergeant. Officer Laurel Harrington joined the Simsbury Police Department in September 2013. For the first 6 years of her service, she was assigned to the patrol division. She began a new assignment as the high school resource officer in June 2019. She is a department instructor for Project Lifesaver, Women's Self-Defense, and for field training. She is an investigator with our regional accident reconstruction team and a child safety technician. She is highly active with our efforts to support Special Olympics. In fact, she is on our state council and serves as our town captain for Special Olympics Connecticut. And she's been working very diligently in her master's program, and she's expected to complete that this summertime. Since Officer Harrington joined us, she has performed her duties and assignments very well. She has demonstrated commitment to this community, to her coworkers, and to our profession. She has exercised the knowledge, skills, and abilities to successfully take on a supervision and leadership role within this department. And so I present to you Officer Laurel Harrington, who I also recommend for promotion. For her, it's from officer to sergeant, effective also July 1, 2021.
Thank you, Chief.
You're welcome.
So I lucky enough jumped on a phone conversation with Travis, Tanisha, and Jenna. So thank you guys for making that time for me this week. If you guys have any other further questions for me, I have time to answer them.
Well, Laurel, this is Terry.
Hi, Terry.
I did not get a chance to talk to you. Just got back from San Diego. So
I heard.
It was a great time. I'm very impressed with the fact that you're going to school and will complete a master's as scheduled in August. I know how tough that is to do that as an adult. I'm also very impressed with your resume and everything that you have accomplished in the town of Simsbury. The only thing that I think other people should know is that you've also earned your stork pin for helping to deliver a baby. And I know that because you and I did it
on my resume.
And I know that because you and I did it together that night.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
So obviously, I don't have any real questions for you, Laurel. I've known you since you joined the department, especially with my interaction with you on numerous medical calls. So that was the only concern I had, is there's no stork pin mention on your resume.
I know. I should have put the little picture of it on there.
There you go.
I'll add that. But that was an exciting call.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I know that we spoke to you, Tanisha or Travis. Do you have any other questions, anything to follow up on?
No.
Okay.
No questions for Laurel. We had a pleasant conversation earlier today. My only comment is really for you, Chief, and that's regarding yourself and the way you comport yourself and the entire force. I'm continually impressed by the people that are brought forth to serve our community, and it's inspiring. And so here we have, a fine sergeant, a fine patrolman first class coming to, be promoted. It's just, it's terrific stuff. And so hats off to you and the organization.
Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated.
Thank you. All right, Kelsey, if you can put them in their private room so that we can discuss it, and then we will call them out.
You got it.
Thank you.
Sergeant Christian and Officer Harrington, we'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right, they are gone.
Thank you very much. All right, guys. We'll start with Sergeant Christian since we spoke to him first. Any comments, questions, concerns?
I don't have any concerns. This is Terry. Like I said, I've known him for a long time, and I know him to be a very upstanding individual, and I think he'll do great in this role.
I don't have a comment or concern about him per se, but I just have a question about the process. Is it customary for them to not know where they're going if they're going to be promoted?
So yes and no. So it depends on what the needs are for the department. And the department is, in comparison to a lot of other departments, fairly small. So for sergeant, there's really only a couple opportunities. One is patrol, and that's where most of our sergeants are, and most of the transitions from officer to sergeant end up being in the patrol division. And then there are two others right now, and one would be a training or an admin sergeant position, and one would be a detective sergeant position. The normal course would be a transition to patrol. So, for our size organization, that is pretty much the expectation, but it's also not a particular position that they're going for, or assignment, I should say, that they're going for. They're going for the rank of sergeant, and they could be moved at any time to any of the positions. With
Okay.
lieutenant, we're sort of in that similar situation. And if you recall, our goal is to get to the 5-person command structure, and there will be then 3 lieutenant positions. One of them will will basically oversee patrol and the dispatch function. One will be a professional standards function, overseeing training and other professional standards, community services and such. And then the third one would be investigative and support services. So it could be any one of those three. And again, the same thing is at any point they could be moved to another one, whether we do a rotation on a set amount of time, whether it's 1 year or 2 year, or if it's where the needs are. They could also end up kind of bringing a couple of those together. In the past, we've had 2 lieutenants. In the past, we've had 1 lieutenant.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Travis, anything to add? Questions, concerns?
I've got no concerns about either candidate. I'm thrilled to be a part of the process here.
Yeah, I was impressed with both candidates. Okay, in that case, I would entertain a motion for the lieutenant position.
A motion to promote Matt Christian to the rank of lieutenant.
A second.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. And then for Officer Harrington, again, any questions, concerns? I know we all spoke to her.
Nope.
In that case, I will entertain any motions.
A motion for the promotion of PFC Laurel Harrington to the rank of sergeant.
And a second.
Tanisha, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. In that case, both motions pass. And if you could let them back in, Kelsey, we will let them know.
Alrighty, they're joining. Alrighty, and they're back.
Well, Sergeant Christian, I would like to say congratulations and that we are accepting the chief's recommendation for promotion to lieutenant.
Thank you.
And Officer Harrington, I would like to say congratulations and let you know that we are accepting the chief's recommendation for your promotion to sergeant.
Thank you so much. And I didn't get my few words, but I'm very, very excited for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to stepping into this new role.
Well, thank you. I appreciate everyone being flexible with the crazy schedules to get us all here. And I'm excited for the work that the two of you will be doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. We're looking forward to working with both of you in your new role. You guys have both done outstanding work since I've been there, and I know you could be continuing your new positions. So continue with the excellent work that you're doing, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay. If there's any other business? Nope. Well then, it's that time. Anybody have anything to move? Come on, guys.
I'd like to have a move to adjourn, please.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Our meeting is adjourned at 7:49 p.m.
Thank you very much.
Good night. Thank you for making
Best
your
of luck.
arrangements.
Guys,
Good night.
thank you
everyone.
for jumping on with me again.
Congratulations, guys.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night.
You too.
Good night.
Good night.